Plaintiff Jennifer Walker claims her former landlord used a network of surveillance cameras to peep at her while she was wearing nothing but a towel. She's suing for $2,770. Defendant, Grace Ratto, claims the surveillance cameras were there for the plaintiff's safety, and she never looked at the tapes. She claims the defendant broke her lease and left her house destroyed.
And nothing but the truth. It's case number 155 on the docket, Walker versus Ratto.
Okay, and welcome to both of you. We have the plaintiff, Ms. Walker. You are suing your former landlord for $2,770 for overpayment of rent, security deposit, and a pet deposit. Tell me about it.
Well, I was a tenant at her house. I rented a room for about 14 months total.
A room at her house?
Correct.
Okay, not the whole house, just a room.
Correct.
Got it.
She had cameras in the common spots when I moved in, and I was aware. One was in the living room, one in the dining room, and one in the hallway.
Like a security camera?
Correct.
But inside the house?
Yes, sir. At about 5 months of my tenancy, I asked her if they could be covered or turned off, and she declined. I didn't think I'd have a problem.
Who's looking at these videos?
She claimed that she had the only access, that nobody else had access, and that she didn't view them, but that was her word.
Why would you put cameras on when you're renting it to somebody? Isn't that an invasion of her privacy?
Not in the common areas. I had one in the hallway and in the living space, just 2 cameras. And they were there prior to her renting a room. And I was honest with her, I didn't view the cameras, and I was the only one who had access.
But after 5 months of experiencing the constant clicking as I walked by, as I walked out of my own bathroom in my towel to head to my bedroom, having the camera click on and off, knowing that somebody was on the other side of that, potentially watching me.
Yeah, wouldn't that, I mean, just, would you want a stranger having a camera on wherever you're walking in your home?
If somebody really pushed their way in, that would be evidence for the police. And how could I look at her parents? Yeah, I had cameras, but sorry, they were off.
Because she didn't want them on. Okay, go ahead.
So I tried to put it out of my mind and move on with my life and make no big deal of it. But of course, as time went on, I just thought, you know, I've been here for a year. I've earned her trust. I've been a good tenant. We've had no issues. I'm going to ask her again. And again at a year, she said no. So I gave my 30-day notice based on this. So I texted her that I would be thoroughly cleaning the house before I left, and that I was currently sending her my last rent check. She said, thank you for letting her know, and please ensure that the carpets and furniture were professionally cleaned before I left. So I did have the carpet professionally cleaned, and I even went above and beyond and had the area rug in my bedroom professionally cleaned. When I told her over text message that I would not be doing anything beyond what was in the lease, she took it very personally and started making personal comments toward me, and she said, I was kind to you, and you should not think that this is the kind and Christian thing to do, and she put Christian in all caps. And I begged the question, what does religion have to do with a business contract?
It was not about religion.
I let her know at that time that I had overpaid the rent because I paid beyond my 30-day notice.
Yeah.
And I asked her if she would be returning this to me, as well as requesting a preliminary walkthrough of her property. At that time, she didn't even acknowledge my request for a preliminary walkthrough. I asked several times. Also, she denied me the right to view her walkthrough checklist. She did not provide me with a copy of that, as the law requires.
The move-in, move-out sheets, she was given a copy. She knew everything that we walked through together, and that was what was going to be looked at.
I was given
And we did do a walkthrough.
We did do a walkthrough the day that I left. She did not do a preliminary walkthrough letting me know of any checks and balances. I told her I would be gone on the 21st, and we did the walkthrough on the 21st.
No, we did not.
Yes, we did. I have proof of it. I have a video submitted of us in the middle of the walkthrough.
I'm sorry, it was
asking
the
her,
21st.
It was the 21st.
It was the 21st, but she chose to leave when she left.
Yes, which was
She
the 30-day
created the
mark.
date of what she wanted, when
Yeah.
she wanted the walkthrough. I
No.
asked her, and that's when she
Absolutely
said she
not.
wanted the walkthrough.
I requested a preliminary walkthrough weeks in advance.
Okay.
Can we have the video?
What is this video?
Here I'm asking her if I can see the notes that she's taking, and she said there's nothing to see if anything, or nothing is wrong unless she mentions it. And the whole rest of the 45 minutes of video, she mentions nothing except for a spot on the floor.
What are you
I'm
looking?
going through the
This is-
paperwork of the walkthrough.
This is the
And-
checklist that she's doing during our walkthrough that she constantly refuses to let me
Okay,
see.
let me see that.
And she did
She
not
was
provide
very
me a copy.
combative, and that was my only copy of
Combative?
the
That
original.
suggests-
So I didn't trust her at that point to have my only copy of my proof of what
So
was
she
taking
admits she didn't
place.
give me a copy. I want that in the record. She admitted she didn't give me a copy.
The toilet paper holder, that bar, is missing.
She
Yeah.
said it broke. She never told me, and she threw it out.
Normal wear
She
and
doesn't have a
tear.
right to throw out my property.
Normal wear and tear. It broke
She
during
has
use.
more damages that have occurred. Can we have the video?
it.
The
Yes,
video
let's see
for
the video of the
damages.
Let's see that.
I see this is pulled out.
That was
The
this
first alert.
carbon monoxide detector that she pulled out, didn't tell me
No,
that
there
it
were,
was working.
there were measuring cups, a whole set. So that you have a cup and a quarter cup, but the other two are missing.
On the
But where's the
list.
piece?
It wasn't on your preliminary list either.
The toilet tissue.
All right,
She
hang on,
said-
hang on, lady. Let the judge hear. Let the judge.
Did you smell the comforter?
Here, let me smell it. Fresh laundry. How is that evidence of anything, Miss Ratto? I
Your
have
Honor, can I give
photographic-
you a list of the
Yes.
breakdown? She said she cleaned. That's not cleaning. That's when she asked me if the cameras could be turned off, and I said no, and I could tell she was very angry. The next day, she covered the cameras. Can we have the video of that? They were there for security. They were not
Oh,
looked
I
at
thought you didn't
by
look at the
me.
cameras, Grace.
And she went about, this is not
I
an
thought you
area
never
that she's
accessed
renting.
the cameras.
She rents a room. She had, yeah. That's pretty evil. The day after I left, she decided to take this in her own hands. She has no right to alter the common areas. She knew
The
that
lease
they were
agreement
there.
said that the cameras
She
were
could
to be
leave
up. The
anytime
lease agreement
she
did not
wanted
say the
to.
cameras had to be uncovered.
Again, the pretty picture. She knows she's not supposed to be doing that. Then, I had no way of checking what happened to the couch. And I couldn't sit on the couch.
Why couldn't you sit on the couch?
There was a film on the couch because of the dog being on the couch that she claims the dog was never on.
A
But
film
the dog
on the
was on the
couch.
couch. I had
Okay.
somebody come to clean who took apart
Your Honor,
the
as you-
sectional, and there
May
was
I?
hair in there.
Let me look, and
This
then I'm
is
going to
her
make...
cleaning. This is the mold and damage that she caused to my carpet
I
and my
caused?
wood floor.
How do
She
I-
promised to
how do
clean
I go
every
about
2 weeks
causing
and
mold?
water the plants.
Your Honor, may I?
Yes.
How do I go about causing mold? I'm a roommate in her
Proceed.
house. She was at that house 6 to 8 times in the 14 months that I was there, along with her husband, her daughter, her best friend, visitors, her friends' family came over. How do I,
They weren't
as
And
a
how-
staying
one
there.
roommate, cause mold? How do I be responsible for the entire upkeep of her
I know.
property?
Well,
You're
that
not
is a good point.
responsible for
She's-
anything. That's the scary part. You're a nurse.
Okay.
I have pictures as well showing
Oh.
the cleanliness of the house, if you would like to
Okay.
see.
This is what's left of my carpet after the man had to do a mold removal process.
Yeah. Yeah, but we don't know whether she's responsible, because you had other
Correct.
people
was-
there. You had other
How-
people there.
She was watering the plants, and she was supposedly cleaning every 2 weeks.
So I'm supposed to monitor your house for mold? Why aren't you, as
No.
the landlord?
Did
Okay.
you see the picture?
All right.
This is ridiculous.
You are meticulous in how you want your place to look. Okay, and a lot of people are. I would just, if I were your friend, I would say, why are you renting out your home or property you own to strangers if you are that meticulous, because when a human being lives there, they're going to have their own habits, their own styles, regardless of what's in a lease. Things happen.
I had a no pet policy, and I made an exception, and she promised
and
me
you saw what happened.
the dog wouldn't be on the couch.
All right, here's what I think. I don't think you're malicious, so the idea for treble damages, I'm dismissing that. Treble damages are given if someone is acting maliciously. She has a lifestyle that is different than yours. I don't believe that's malicious. She sued for return of the security deposit, the return of the pet deposit, $200, and money overpaid on the rent. So that comes to $923. She asked for treble, which means it would be tripled. That's why she asked for $2,770. I don't think she should get triple, but I do think she's entitled to return of her security deposit,
Your
the
Honor,
pet deposit,
what about
and
the
overpaid rent.
She caused me. It's $2,300.
There's no
She used a
proof.
room. She had no.
There's no
she
proof
had no
that I
right to
caused it.
use that room, and she used it as storage.
I'm one
She
person
asked
out of
me
6
if
in the
that
house,
AC
Grace.
unit can go in
Let
that
it go.
room, and I said no.
Just
she
breathe and
used
let
it
it go.
as storage. She didn't have a right to my whole house.
If I rented
just
that extra
bedroom
room as storage, sir,
how do you give
where
her
is the
her
lease
money
agreement?
back?
I can't believe you're still talking.
She accepted those responsibilities.
She's entitled to the overpaid rent of $148. She's entitled to the pet deposit of $200.
She didn't
And
clean the carpet.
and I'm not interested in that. I'm telling you what I'm ordering.
How can I rent to somebody
Well,
else,
I
Your
don't
Honor,
know.
when she
Stop it. I'm telling you what the order of the court is, okay? This isn't a debate society. So I'm going to leave $300 of the security deposit with the defendant to pay for the damages to the floor. But the rest has to be returned. $275 for the remaining security deposit, $200 for the pet deposit, and $148 for the overpaid rent, for a total of $623.
I'm happy that I got something, but I really feel like I was entitled to the triple damages because I felt like she really was malicious in all of it.
That's the ruling.